station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
High winds, heavy rain, and a risk of flooding. We take a look at extreme weather all across the DMV and what we can expect for the Commanders game.
And there is some improvement since we last spoke at 6 o'clock. We'll talk about what has been dropped as far as advisories and alerts, and a look ahead to the latest radar. And stretching your dollar tonight, we look at the importance of financial literacy and some money-saving courses you take online. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan, in tonight for Ben Dennis. We remain on a DMV first warm day, and it's certainly been a Saturday soaker. But all new tonight, Ophelia no longer a tropical storm. Let's get the very latest from meteorologist Scott Sumner. Scott, certainly some good news there. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. We've got good news in the sense that it has been dropped from a storm down to a depression. You can see a time lapse of some of the moderate rain or steady rain that has been seen across portions of the capital earlier this afternoon. Well, we continue to still see bands of rain move across the area, and that trend is not going to dry up until we get into this time tomorrow night. But like I said, good news in the sense that it's not a tropical storm anymore. We don't have any wind advisories anymore. Not to say that we couldn't have some wind gusts, and we'll show wind gusts coming up in a little bit that are a little on the high side. And we've also dropped all the tropical storm warnings, obviously with the tropical depression now. But we still have in place an aerial flood watch, which means that flooding could potentially happen here in the area. It's not a given. With just a watch, we are watching out to see if we have some flooded roadways in this general area. And we also have a coastal flood advisory, obviously due to the winds coming in off the Chesapeake, also off the Potomac, and seeing a little bit of flooding here, potential flooding here as we go throughout the next, 12 to 18 hours right along the immediate coast, especially at times of high tide. All right, the track of Ophelia has not changed much. It still continues to move up in our direction, make a curve, a little bit of a right-hand turn here once it passes D.C., and moves out into the open waters of the Atlantic there. And that means that we'll see at least a continuation of shower activity across the area. We'll start off in the district here, region by region. Light bands of rain now impacting parts of the capital here and just a little bit to the east of the capital around Highway 1 and 29. We move a little further down towards the tidal basin. We have some breaks in that shower activity, but also some steady rain south of, say, Petersburg and Dale City. As we move a little bit further inland here, we're looking at Culpeper, seeing some at times moderate rain indicated by the yellow and the red, and we move up towards the Cumberland Valley here again. Pretty much widespread rain with the heaviest in parts of the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. The wide view of everybody included shows you that movement of shower activity going from east to west, and it will continue over the next hour as our future scan shows between now and 10 o'clock. So we do have some rain continuing. We'll talk about winds and what they are now and beyond and show you the 7-day forecast coming up. Chris?
Okay, Scott, we'll see you then. Thank you. Happening now in Alexandria, where we are seeing some flooding there. The city has been giving out sandbags to businesses to help alleviate any damage there. Our Leonard N. Fleming was in Old Town this afternoon. He spoke with people going about their day despite the storm.
Good evening, Chris. It's been raining here steadily all day with no signs of stopping, and even the wind is picking up. Yet, Tropical Storm Ophelia did not deter people from coming out despite this very, very dreary day.
Well, I think it's just really fun to embrace that nature because, we can't really change it.
The steady rain from Tropical Storm Ophelia didn't keep 12-year-old Logan Bond from shooting hoops in Alexandria with his father.
Getting out here practicing because we don't all have all day. Because, I have school and homework. So whenever I have time to finish my homework, I get to just come out here and have fun.
The rain and wind from the storm kept a consistent pace throughout the day in the city along the Potomac that could be prone to flooding. The storm pushed planes coming in for landings at Reagan International Airport and boats docked in the harbor.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Molly Young and her best friend Anna Holowinski went for an afternoon stroll amid the rainstorm.
Just wanted a spontaneous adventure. We were in the house all day, so we thought to go down to the waterfront.
Today is a terrible day to be outside, but we are good friends and we wanted to get a burger.
Restaurants and shops were prepared for flooding with sandbags at the doors of their businesses. So far, flooding here is light, with more problems expected into Sunday.
The rain is expected to pick up into the evening, so people here in this area tell me that they expect more flooding could happen as early as tomorrow. Reporting from Old Town Alexandria, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, meanwhile, lots of outdoor plans are canceled around the DMV because of the storm, including the Celebrate Petworth Festival. Organizers say they're looking to possibly reschedule it for later this year. The Anacostia River Splash, the first swim in the river in 50 years, postponed for the second time this summer due to bad weather. It's pushed back from July. And Virginia Pride Fest is canceled. Organizers are hoping to find a new date later this year, but Sunday's Tegan and Sarah concert, that is still on. And today's Washington Nationals game, that was pushed back to tomorrow. It'll be now part of a doubleheader. And in Charles County, the La Plata Walk to End Alzheimer's is being moved to a later date. Continuing our coverage of the storm right now with DC News Now reporter Max Marcilla. He is joining us live tonight from Montgomery County. And Max, good evening. There's damage in Bethesda.
Yeah, there is. We've talked all day about the winds and how bad they are. Well, you can see exactly why Janessa and Scott and the rest of our team has been warning you. This is what can happen when the winds are so strong. This tree is down blocking the road. Just for some perspective on where we are on the 8100 block of Rayburn here in Montgomery County. For perspective, that's about a mile away from Walt Whitman High School. Now, crews are here trying to get rid of this tree because, as you can see, this road is blocked. No way in, no way out, just around. These crews have been at it for the last couple of hours trying to break down this massive tree. There were some initial power outages, though a lot of the homes next to us do have power right now, so we're not sure if all of it has been restored or if they're still working on that. But this is an all-hands-on-deck operation and a stark reminder of just how dangerous these storms and especially this fast wind can be. We're going to be out here. Keep an eye on the progress they're making as they are trying to restore power and open streets back to this Montgomery County neighborhood. We'll send it back to you live in Montgomery County. Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Okay, Max, thank you. We'll see you at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, the storm caused some damage around the district as well. And not only from flooding. DC News Now's Dave Laval joining us live from Northwest DC. And Dave, there's also tree damage there where you're at.
There certainly is, Chris, and good evening to you, and good evening to you at home watching us. We're at the corner of Overlook Lane and Overlook Road in the Palisades community. And behind me is a house that suffered damage from the remnants of Ophelia. A backyard tree fell on the roof around 5:30 this afternoon, according to the homeowner, who did not want to go on camera. He did not discuss the damage, but did tell us it's limited to the second floor. Fortunately, no one got hurt. Meanwhile, we have not heard of other storm-related damage around the district, although we did see some flooding along the riverfront. And speaking of flooding, there should be little to no street flooding around the city. You may recall earlier this week, DC Water announced the new Northeast Boundary Tunnel is ready to help reduce any street flooding around the city. It can hold up to 90 million gallons of stormwater and sewage, which right now is good news to hear as there is more rain in the forecast. We're live in the Palisades community. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. Meanwhile, developing right now in the district, DC Fire and EMS, they're investigating an apartment fire that happened earlier today. It broke out on 16th Street Southeast shortly after 5 this morning. Crews, you can see here, had to use a ladder to rescue someone from the second floor of that building. As of right now, the cause of the fire has not been released. And for just the second time ever, surgeons successfully transplanted a pig's heart into a dying man in hopes of saving his life. Lawrence Fawcett, a 58-year-old Navy veteran from Frederick, Maryland, was dying from heart failure and was not eligible for a traditional heart transplant. Last year, the same team of surgeons performed the world's first pig transplant on another dying patient who survived just 2 months. Fawcett says he knows the risks, but the transplant buys him more time with loved ones.
I will fight tooth and nail for every breath I can take to stay with all of them longer. But realistically, This is still an early stage learning process, and I have to be ready to accept whatever outcome we end up at.
Wow, quite an attitude, and we certainly wish Mr. Fawcett the best. The next few weeks will be critical, but so far doctors say they are thrilled with the results.